step up and move on in Leinster?
Yeah, I mean, it's we've 8 or 9 the same team from 11 that played Oulart back in the Leinster Championship then, and they really have to stand up today and they believe themselves. Today is the day to push on, really.
Is it a matter of you guys laying down a marker for them and seeing how they answer that?
Yeah, I mean, the guys, they've struggled. They've never really got by the first round in Leinster either, our guys, So it's it's going to be a tough battle for them, And we realise we're the minnows, and we're underdogs in this game, and we've no bones in saying that, But Oulart have struggled in Leinster too, and they're looking to get a monkey off their back as well. So it's going to come down to the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes. That's the way I look at it.
It seems to be a really open club championship this year. There's no team left in the competition that has won the club championship outright in the last 20 years. So do you think Oulart realistically have a chance to get that monkey off their backs, the losing finalists so many times?
We'll take one game at a time, but there is a realistic chance there for everyone involved. The last 8 or 7 teams left in it, there's a realistic chance for every one of us, to be honest with you.
You would have studied the opposition, I'm sure, had a good look at them. Where do you think their strengths and weaknesses lie?
They're very even all over the field. I suppose their half forward line on paper would be their strongest line, but their full forward line in the semi-final did a lot of damage to Burson Ossory. So look, it's going to be the middle third is going to be the big thing. Who can win the middle third and get their hands on the ball is going to be the big thing. We want to get into our full forward line. They'll want to do something similar. I stress the middle third is going to be the big emphasis on the game.
Mashiv.
As by captain Darren Maher Tevmucha agus fear Rory Jacob Bader. Nis ní nach coolháin géalt agus na coolise trí chéile ha taí gan gúnta nó leis gúnta ge John Delaney agus ge Tam Delaney ach in na chinne sin menúr bailí clear agus Robbie Phelan im léana. Je Stephen Maher agus Willie Highland na tosa he mór le rag an dat tá Maher annachrino fucking na Sarah agus Lerich Highland a haí le chiricín de fuinti on nimmerton na dienach. Méidsin ráite tá éan Carby sa chúine daon séirecha má bhí sé siúd idirn fé bhínas fithe an chúnta im léana. Bhí bú compórdaach tócha go má ige Oulart de Ballagh ar na Martinsach le canis cúntailech Garman ach gortíocht nó duine Berton Lawson. Tá mórán taí ige Keith Rossiter gan náut mar Lán Cholínson agus cosantóirí crua a sethe féin agus an captain Barry Keogh. Master gan náróig David Redmond agus Kevin Sheridan ónúidir sa Tranhóna agus buile é náfuil Mick Jacob ar fáil tas ná gifir an néideag Peter Murphy ina áitsin. Imiróig Des Maiden ar an nachas látre dar agus deirtaling chomá go méid Garrett Sinnott sa lína Lán Tusig. Bé Nicky Kerwin a bríomh na escrin technich caite le cúil agus cúcín de faointí ach níte fuinte Tranhóna agus imiróig ifir a fihedó Marta Dáil ina chéad chláisín se riamh. Clough Ballacolla láthar na hóire. Machchan tofhéitige John Delaney and Delaney Elenish seo ní Delaney bheannach tá council butteach go háin ar fád agus Harris Trastáin ag Ronan Bradrick an chéad scór mar sin. Ige Rossiter tóga go deasige John Delaney san éir Lewis Bráile se gluthe go dtí seo Highland stechan sa Larsley rééis builtige Stephen Maher an trosa an chungacht an gúile hail leistig an gúile mátá agus an tarna scóracha. Agus an dá scóra gascartóid naigína go pucan na séir bahead ceann ó fuc chuigvéidir is seaca agus ní cheart go goireach sé seo an strain féin spéidir rud ná dhin. Chedicína rágant de bhearna atartha. Búirt isteach aige agus an ceansan ar dheis. An cholaíonn san bertacha ingrú na chéile. Is go maithe có cad a bhí arsúla go mátá. Rossiter a techt lecha hinús aige siúd ach tá an teileh búirtin sa aige Carby agus tá spás crethe aige siúd an dreim cuireir go máin agus tána chumir a gceann san ard scór ar fad. Ach an lína lán chúil ag an Clough Ballacolla John an láidir an na chumsach.
Ní léon dul faoi sin agus an lína leúla.
Go hafann chluthe dhearmnig ach chur chuige defriúdinmh agus Paul Roach take a níos chan in ceansa a hágaint agus tá sé ar chlár a scóir aige. David Redmond Locht lente Oulart de Ballagh. Snígan ach go bhíh fear a bhíonn sa lína lán chúil atógan na bocan na saoir agus an ceansan agus gan éon bhrú féin spéir an suir na cúlathe á glanasa. Deachgadí Redmond. Lewis Redmond na crothú deacreachtaí má ghaint sé thar a chéad na nechar seach chun Peter Murphy finish agus leistig de Southerist, Sean Marta Doyle, agus a chéidir riamh a tasnú den Erin Sheen agus baistúachil tá a rion fáca ar a gluthige Marta.
Well, sin agus an bert anadí atá an an burin ar an burin Peter Doyle a given nédi agus sáharan.
I gynnig chéile Canis Coonan, fer greisiad a bhí áir cúlachud na chúlhénig sa chluth leith Canis Stachantanis os cóirin chúl agus Harris a drastáin scoop a go háling ag Willie Highland Harris a drastáin.
Well, sin Willie Highland bog a stacadí an na canó agus tócha agus an Leroy Slárhan sin ag Canis Coonan agus an fearcart an áircart agus Haran Trasnáin agus
Seachún Jacob a ríist. Fer a bhfuil léamh an a bheith ar a gluthige so sagadí maidin búte leis a doibh líne gan éon échar ag siúd ar na cuailí agus ar deire hir sin cinan an bratach ádach peint an a bhrá.
sin an a scór an taobh lína an sin ó desmaid an cosíd an scó.
Siad an gúntaid an géidir gona chearlaigh cherim líana héinis na sínsir an san búte isteach aige agus a taction dianta. Astóch sé bhuit. Is tá sé fada go leorach go háire bhfuil sé craon go leor níl ar dheiste. Tá mí stoi teachtasteach diant an iasaige Shane Hanlon. Agus puck. Mar sin chean umtadul go le hama. Gan a chuntain faointe bháin na scarúint na bhór na céghfuil na scór na tarc go leor beidir. Chluthe brá Samuel an Sagan roir tír ó Bannister líise. Bunathe sa bhríon 8 nócha. Sin ar a bóthir le fad an lá. Sean Murphy tóiste go deasageisteach a dro Maiden agus Maiden fu sé ceanna a bhrá ar a glíháint an níos túisce agus ceann
Ilim Géir an a scór ríis.
agus fágan sé chun tosagid agus chun tosig más buan mo chéine den géadúir sa chluthe. Se chun an chluch Ballacolla tócha go hálagan san febrú ag Stephen Maher bud isteach a dro an chúige ort faointe go dó agus an agra ar faointe Maiden.
Sin an a fés éon atá Stephen Maher. Duna cumad Chénlí Road nóir seo, fáin Chénlí Road chasan sé ar clé gur maiile sé socha gur fearr leis cas ar dhéisteach. An scór tósta go deas Haran Trasnáin.
Tá le chuir leis an leabhar a chluigeansa ag dear an chiad lethe. Ach tá déanaach gur for an núl dún cearc leor é slí éigent. Shane Hanlon an a chongracht an doibh líne, Willie Highland agus sin an a ceannar fad ag Highland i dúir na cóilí agus tá sé gafachan céine réist.
Shane Hanlon is láthar an pasan sinna a rís anna fios a poimar bhí trí fasan sinna stocha. Ní róda teacht amach a dulgadí an fearcart an áircart ríis agus anna chríoch a ríis ó
Déanaach go dúir sé fé mátá. Sin dianta agus yes agus fórín Deis se chunis ar chósaí a chóramóach lecht go ag Redmond an son anna lecht go dain féinnig. Mu get fáiltar neisce parcí bhóra an sábhart léise tá tan le díreach tosnathe ach tá puck éirice branta an Maltóirin sa bhí Garrett sinnet a dolasteach a drón chúil agus duineach chaléisiir agus déach cor cinúnach a bheith a dhiiscint an saghain. Carta bí Braga Marta Doyle hí Doyle sa chúna hálacht a bhreise Garrett sinnet teachtasteach agus as sanna dascar an puck éirice cin an sé róghar a fad beidir bog go leor déireach daoine beidir mar puck éirice ach sé críoch agus dearna mart má go bhfuil Rory Jacob a prapáil inis bud staíte le agus chur an líon stach sa chúnin san ina nóin díhil Danny Hanlon. Well, ar a bheith Jacob a bhí an néchar sé go dain féin. Bud stachan san sin anna cheann ar fad agus bullet round bulter an Clough Ballacolla.
Ní bhíon dá faoi sin agus bhíon pokéir chum ar dúéis sin capascribh sé
And trust in the park again will ich gar machen son de Oulart tá brú in isise buinte sin gaan sa. Stephen Maher leis na seo hógan agus tá sé stúr go das. De Oulart de Ballagh tugann siad bhfuil cuasaí darí trom chúiseach go leor dar nólan ha prapáil. Agus a ríist an léiger áda heistigan son. Nachan sa gotí Tom Delaney fear Lár Parke. An éanaar má tá hastóch cabhraigh Lár na huaire machchan sa ríis gotí Peter Murphy. Tá sé dá amrú amach déir a chéile. Tá mí stóriach lagíireach de trusan. Nishtechen so. Wordt de stach gedroon goedig. Titte Garrett Dearden. Come on. A loos gestigen. Zonniges chancer goal. For sound agus an Bordeaux de Jennifer Guma. Anna Hanske Joy goal achta. Een leger aarde hen zei Barry Keel. Kijk van de stitter. Took a voige ge. Wordt stechen zei Maher Harris het trasna. En agus er leed ha paint te ko. Nu she Willie Heilen de viam gedein henig. Ha mi korm reist.
Táid anna cheansan sin is tóchaí Ballacolla chúláileach bhfuil níor chúigean líróid isteach ach an leod tachaach échan sin an líróid timpeall an cheanóige bige ach an críoch taobh na lábh cléan óir seo Willie Heilen an tríú chuirín fáilte.
Is marsin. Maiden ealaithe leistig dus na lán chúla hensa. Bucca Shear. Agus Rory Jacob. Bwyti stach ag siúd agus bwyti Harris y drasna'n.
Sin cúlín den scohan sin an des maidin níoríoch sin néchar an na cúl. Déoch sé amach, chonig sé Rory Jacob, fioch sé amach agus chur Rory Jacob.
Agus dáile Martin Trossa fer a chúl. Ross Trossa ha Darren Maherson, Bertico, Smith a gwine chéile. Gan oorlog a gele geek aan de Darren agus Darren Maherson een lawn goalie kaptein na forne agus toss get je which toss de bra en de printies en tiny vine more how cool en takas op bleen agus gaan fightige Oulart te Ballagh en gaan so dan Clough Ballacolla ben af el cool achter painted das silent son toko go heli into the race and son agus tá siad chom réist Stephen Maher.
Willie Heilen agus Willie Maher agus Stephen Maher déanamh rás a fáilte is tócha sin an séú cín an ceann is ag Stephen Maher. Agus Anna agus gach ceann ónimar tá sé déanamh obair na gapin sin an lár na park agus sin Anna Fox ar fáilte an sin cé go raibh capas gur raibh Fox ar an de chola ribh sin ach tá David Redmond déanamh anna obair an sin ar lár na barca.
Canis Coonan stig Jan Shasov an óid go mahanson. Ach a deire hir. Bhí seansar faointe go hénig ach er a bheilig an barc tá painte chom a stáilm. Stachan sa Sheridan. Titan si bhfuil gur a giadíireacht agus Johnny Delaney a dulaisteach. Is Jacob a réist agus tá sé feidig a géar an a gceann díreach leistig den gúile.
Brúá chuir ag Oulart.
Is go leor deis na scorála a grothúgan Clough mar a cínte bach gan a lefiúáin tócacha agus an dáchúil fuair Oulart de Ballagh a déanamh díalartha. Se chun maidin in isis. Trastan na parke, a check an máin faoin ceann sa. Bata únan son agus David Redmond na gáilisteach be se sásta painte beidir tuair fe chúil. Agus anna chúil ar fad neadaithe sa líon aige. Agus beidir go bnéon scóir a chintóch an bua.
Sin annach bhfuil ar fada a David Redmond. Déanam méid facha, trína méid déan facha ach a botún déantan sin ag lí cléir agus críoch úntachan sin isteach sa chun na nada sa chun den angach. Annach bhfuil David Redmond.
Se lí cléir den dus de miniúir be se á cháisih son. Ach níle bort seinte go fóil da bhíad is cúil gáilt tappa go leor ar nas mar ragra.
Ach go bhfuil an cúil sin siarasta.
Seo seans iirecht ar féintach lágéirecht an son. Agus léní á bhlaáil go húntaach ar fadnis ar a bhreithúnsaí. Beidir go meachar deag an saáibh, builteisteach ár agus Harris a drasnáin an son ag an bhealmach park a Ronan Broderick an tarna pointige sin san hána.
Sin anna scóir Ronan Broderick. Agus tá na scóna testáil is tóch go bhfuil cúla testáil a Ballacolla miseach. Is maithan go bhfuair sin cúlín sin.
Jan orta hitan sé lech na mar a bhaint just a méid agus go leor daoine díring an dá ar Hannes Coonan é seo. Siar go dtíanamh lán chúlaí. Isteach go lár na parke, is le bhfuil imreoirí Oulart de Ballagh sásta titim siar níis. Bút isteach an sá agus tá son Harris a trasnáin go háling ar fad ag fear a chuin ar Robbie Phelan ní le nach cúla bháin.
Ní le, sin an rud. Ní feiceatar cúla bháin anna go gnách. Robbie Phelan nach bhachamar go ró vinnig san dar leisteach.
Ó nó bheith brethir na pointí. Well, níos measa ná sunta se chuir fóraí agus sa titim glandir ghástóil drofatún na get picky mahar an son.
Níl dót le gáin méid le dul agus tá mórrán den seilebh agus mórrán chuir fóraí le chuile cúpla na méid nús.
Se tá trícinn díag de iireachtaí chuir fóraí le gáineomat an cúteamh gortathe agus beise de brethir chúl níl á de leis go óin mór bráta bhain eile. Trastan sa Dianta go deasa go Redmond. Se deisian is Gúilí oscailtain san isteig agus an count san tomáte Harris se dras ná agus beidir go b'éon pointe chintócha ag Ballagh.
Sin an é Garrett sin bhfuil sin bríon nada.
Ballagh.
Ballagh, okay. Ja, sin is tócha sin buile buile dearan na mochan sin is tócha.
Trastan na parking sa Oulart de Ballagh is sin na coch trocha second na dul. Is beg a bhar dianta ach beg buchlí an Clough Ballacolla agus speisiad anna bhí hása tróna mar is maithása go raibh na deisian na có ach bhíidir beidir róthapa go tógann iireachtaí ar faointí sa chéad le agus a tarna lehan san botún i ghéilean tríú cúl agus bhí fuileach seilebh chun na riire ach ní róidir cliniciúil ná na peintáilta nóhain agus go dain hain tá an chluithe caiinte go súd agus buirte Oulart de Ballagh sé seo lecht na himar David Redmond arána ag John Allen ach trí chéile John bhí sé títas docha ag
Well, sure, that's it. It was tough work this time of the year. Every game that you do play in the Leinster Championship is always tough. Maybe the weather has something to do with it, but you're also playing the champions from another county, so if it's not tough, there's something wrong as well. And I think Clough Ballacolla that we were playing today, but they're very good and they're well deserved to be league champions, but we were just that bit better today.
And it was skin and hair flying out there for a long time. It was real tough, uncompromising club hurling at its best, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure. That's it. You'd even see that in the club championship in our county as well. It's do or die, and you know you're doing it for your parents, you're doing it for your community. So yeah, it's a big deal, and club hurling at this stage is serious. It's a serious commitment, and it's some serious pressure as well.
Now you're through to the semi-final in a fortnight's time. Clonkill, the Westmeath champions, look like they're coming through the other side. Now, I suppose we always ask Oulart, you know, how are you going to be set up this year? You've gone through final after final with no success. You don't want to be looking beyond the next day, but at some stage, the players, is it going to happen for you?
Well, hopefully this is the year. You know, you have to do it at some stage. I think it shows great credit for us that we keep coming back year in, year out. We had a bit of a blip last year in our own county championship. We came back that bit stronger. This year, our manager, Frank Flannery, has really drove the whole thing on, and we started game by game. Any league game, challenge game, they were all as big as the next game, you know. So we were delighted to win the county championship, and we're delighted to be back in this position again.
All right, we'll call agus David is too lech na himmerha agus ar cean AIB tá Ciara Scalan an seo chun gradam lech na himmerha a bhronna David Redmond. Okay, so seo goibh na statisticií agus is dócha chosan sé ar an Clough Ballacolla na hiarachtaí a churadar ar stray cían sib an soniad seachaí híos ag
Reg titim
David bhí sé leistigh den lína nach raibh?
Tá an cos nuair fiach mar an ceann seo fiach ar cos a heh an cos a clé díreach a stig nadidir an líráid nó chorp an imráir dhearthing ar chorp an imráir a an so beidir ceart.
Well, bhí sa féchan ar an cléthe an créomh Tibredáin an dána se chatte agus níor luig an Macdara agus dón le bhí a dhéanamh agus cinnte bhí an duine ho ní cuioine manis cé hógan.
You know, we had a good night Sunday night and we got back at it then on Monday. We're lucky it's a bank holiday weekend, you know, we're all off work and we got an recovery session in the swimming pool, so you know, we're getting right for today. You know, we played Clough Ballacolla 2011 and they should have probably bet us in Wexford Park, so you know, it was always going to be a big match for us and it's great to get through it.
Yeah, you were a bit sluggish, I thought, at the start now. Was that tiredness or was it... I mean, you did tend to win the matches in Wexford with the height of respect for the opposition. You won them relatively by good wide margins enough. So was today a step up? Was it a different league?
Yeah, geez, once you're going into it's nearly just a level below inter-county really. You're getting the best clubs obviously from their counties. I suppose the thing in Wexford was we started well. We normally started fairly well and got a couple of scores on the board within a couple of minutes. But today now was the opposite. They got the start, you know, and they were well up for it. And you know, we felt the heat fairly on. They missed a couple of easy chances probably. You know, the 1 point going in at half time didn't do them justice really, but we were delighted with it.
Now, I know that Diarmuid was just talking to us there about the decision making. He thought that your decision making was better than it was in previous years because I suppose we're always looking at the finals that you've lost and maybe the things that you didn't do right on the day. Now, do you, from assessing it and looking up the field, do you think that your decision making when the pressure was on from Clough Ballacolla that you reacted well?
I thought we did react well, yeah. We've had a young guys up there in the forwards as well and a few lads, you know, their first year in the senior team. But, you know, we did. But still, if you go back and look at the video now, which you probably will during the week, we took the wrong option 2 or 3 times as well when the pressure was on, so there's always something to learn from really. But you know, that's down to the video analysis during the week, and you know, but I suppose the team is more experienced. We're after being in 5 Leinster finals, we got beat in 5 and fair enough, but we have experience of being there all the same, and you know, we've the whole Leinster thing is nothing new to us, so it's about the preparation now for the next day really.
Yeah, Clara are favourites now for Leinster, unsurprisingly, Kilkenny team, but it looks like there's not a whole pile of experience there, so I mean, you'd be confident yourselves, I'd say.
Yeah, you'd be slightly confident, but we've another semi-final against Westmeath or the Carlow champions. That's what we're looking at next. You know, we learned a vital lesson against Mount Leinster Rangers 2 years ago. You know, they came and took the game to us in Nolan Park and beat us. But that same year, I think we played Clara. We might have played Clara the year before, but in fairness to the Clara boys, they had a tough week of celebrations and they met us on the Sunday, you know, so it wasn't really fair on them, and you know, they're back with a vengeance now too. You know, the winning the county title is not new to them either. They have higher hopes as well and higher standards to reach, and they're looking at the Leinster final, so they're rightly favourites. But look, we get the Carlow Westmeath boys the next day and get over that.
All right, go forward agus as an buainniuh gur
Very much, thank you.
All right, so Keith Rossiter mar sin anna hosta nu mastra sásta. I mean, the stolen toshi the rála into ober amach rumpa carcalor ach seo mar a bheith chlár na seachtain na sehuing and so